Hi everyone. Okay, so I videoed my thoughts on the August Mani by Me, and I got everything done. My manicure was beautiful. I couldn't upload right away, couldn't edit right away. So tonight I went to go ahead and upload, and my video was gone. I'm not sure what happened. I know I had been deleting some pictures. I've checked on the cloud, everything. The video is completely gone, so I'm not sure what happened to it, but as luck would have it, I guess you could say, I had two nails that actually chipped, so I had to take the nail polish off of those nails so that I could repair the chips and repolish them. So I'm going to go ahead and video the August Mani by Me kit on those two nails. And so it's not going to be my first reaction of everything, but it is going to be my thoughts on it. So here we go. Okay, and here we are. So here are my nails. This is actually what the finished product is going to look like. So what I've used here is I've actually used the Shangri-La that comes in the kit. That is item number B296 on most of the nails. And then on my ring finger, I actually painted it with the BAM White, which is B170. And then on this nail, I'm going to go ahead and do, using the BAM White, one of the images from the August plates. And then on the ring finger, I'm going to go ahead and stamp using, I've painted it using the BAM White, and then I'm going to stamp using the Terracotta Rose, which also came in the August kit, which is B297, along with the Shangri-La as well. All right, so here we go. All right, I'm actually going to be using both plates, but here are the plates. We have the Maniology MXM014. I'm going to be using these two images right here. And then I'm also going to be using the Maniology MXM013, which also came in the kit. And I'm going to be using this center image right here. I know I said in my last video that I am not a huge fan of the Maniology scraper, but I am going to go ahead and use it. I have misplaced some of my other scrapers, so I'm going to go ahead and use this one. It's growing on me. It's still not my favorite, but it's definitely growing on me. The other things that I'm using is I did go ahead and paint my nails to begin with the Calcium Rich Base Coat by Maniology. And then I did the Shangri-La on 4 of my nails, the BAM White on 1 of them. I do already have the Magic Second Skin around the ring fingernail. And then I'm going to finish everything off with the Smudge Free Top Coat by Maniology. And then once everything is dry, I'm going to hit everything with the Sally Hansen Big Shiny Top Coat. That's actually my favorite top coat because it does give that nice gel look to your nails. And I find that my nails don't, the polish at least doesn't chip. My nails might because they are getting longer. So let's go ahead and get started. What I'm going to start with here is I'm actually going to start with the Terracotta Rose. And I'm going to go ahead and paint this image right here. And then we're going to scrape. And then use the ice cube stamper to just pick up the images. And then I'm going to go ahead and just place the image right on there. As you can see, because the ice cube stamper is clear, I am able to see where I'm stamping. All right, and I'll go ahead and clean that up here in a little bit. Not bad for doing this the first time through the camera. When I did this the last time, I actually had everything flipped around the other direction. Okay, here we go. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just clean up, because some of the terracotta rose did get onto the second image that I'm going to be using. I'm going to go ahead and just clean that up real quick to clean up the ice cube stamper. I just have Scotch tape. You can also use a lint roller as well. And then we'll go ahead and just clean up the scraper as well. There we go. All right, now for the second image, I'm actually going to use the Shangri-La. Because it is a more detailed image, and I guess this is the one thing that I don't like about the August kit, is that the Shangri-La is a little thinner. You'll see here when I go ahead and paint this on, you can see it is just a little thinner, so it doesn't like to cover as much. So what I've actually found, if I just kind of work it into the plate there, that works really well. And then take another coat and put it over it. Usually with the Maniology colors, you don't need to do that, but the Shangri-La is, like I said, just a little thinner. I don't know if it's just the formula or maybe it was that batch or something, but it just doesn't cover quite as well. But just quick over, you can see that got on there really well. And I'm going to attempt to line this up. There we go. You can see there that it's not lined up perfect, but it is lined up fairly well. There we go. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and clean off the scraper again. Just do a quick cleanup of the plate itself. With this, I'm just doing acetone and the cotton. Simple as that. I need to actually get a cotton grabber and cotton balls so that I can do this with, rather than having to do it that way. But okay, so now I'm going to use this image right here on the thumbnail. And same thing, we're going to go ahead and just paint the image. Scrape. And pick it up. And because I waited too long, because I realized that I hadn't cleaned off my stamper, the joys of doing videos on the fly, it didn't pick up. So we'll go ahead and just redo this. There we go. Nope, still didn't work. See, now you can tell it doesn't always work perfectly. So if you're new to Maniology or you're new to stamping, it doesn't always work perfectly, and that's okay, because that's the nice thing about this, is you are able to just start over when you need to. Go ahead and clean this off again. It usually works fairly well. Occasionally I miss it, just like I did there. So probably because I didn't wipe the plate off, but I'm trying to do this in a hurry and not make this video too long. Okay, here we go. All right, go ahead and cover that image there. And then scrape. And go over it. There we go. That covered much better. All right, and then the other thing that I want to do is I can go ahead and take off just really quick the other white parts on here where it got from the other images. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and do this one. And I'll actually do this one into the camera if I can. Hopefully I'll do this well. There we go. All right, and then the last thing that I want to show you, just going to move these out of the way and I'll clean those up in a second. The last thing that I want to show you is actually the smudge-free top coat. One of the questions that I've been asked is the smudge-free top coat. They said, you know, whenever I use the smudge-free top coat, it always smudges. So why is it called a smudge-free top coat? Well, you do need to wait a few minutes for it to actually dry before you use the smudge-free top coat. But another thing that I have found that helps is if you actually use a bead of the top coat. You see how that's beading right there? So you actually want it to bead like that, because then what you can do is place the bead on your nail, and then rather than pulling the bristles across your image, you pull the bead. And that actually helps so that it doesn't smudge. And just to show you, I'm actually going to do it on this nail that I just stamped. If I can get that to bead really well. Come on. Get a little bit more. There we go. And we're going to take the bead and pull the bead, rather than pulling the bristles across the image. And that did not smudge at all. And as you can see, by doing it that way, I actually didn't even have to wait for the image to dry, and it worked really well. So the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just do my cleanup work, get the excess off of here. I'm also going to go ahead and remove the liquid latex here around the ring finger, and then I'm going to finish everything off with Sally Hansen's Big Shiny Top Coat. But this is what the end result is going to look like. And I think it's pretty cute. So I used the Shangri-La, which I've noticed in some lights is actually almost a mossy color. It almost has like a green hue to it, but it is really pretty blue. And then it pairs really well with the white and the terracotta rose. So that is the end of it. I do really like this this month's Manny by Me. I think it's really pretty. I think with the right colors, it's even prettier. I think the next time that I do this, I'm actually going to experiment with some different colorations, ones that didn't come in the kit. I might actually try the foil, try some golds. I think some golds would be really pretty with these mosaic tiles. So there we go. I think the only thing that I wish was different about this kit is, like I said, the Shangri-La is a little on the thinner side compared to the other Maniology colors that I've gotten. And then I still haven't figured out how to use the foil. I've tried to use it, and I just can't get it to work right. So if you have any tips, definitely leave the comments below. Till next time.